everyone, I am here today with a no-buy update, and this update is going to cover the months of February and March. I didn't do a no-buy update after February because really I wasn't spending any money on anything in particular that I shouldn't have been. While March was very similar in that I basically only bought things that we needed, in other words, groceries and pet supplies, that sort of thing. I started noticing a few things though about my spending pattern, so I thought it would be a good time to do an update. Looking at my spending for the first 3 months of 2019, I am doing very well. Overall, I'm only at about 60% of my total budget, and that's mainly because I haven't been traveling, I haven't bought any clothing or shoes, accessories. Aside from a few necessities, I haven't been buying toiletries, and I haven't spent money on cosmetics. Where I spend the majority of my money now is on food and groceries. In February, I spent a lot more on food because it was hubby's birthday, so we went out for a really nice dinner, which caused me to be a little bit above budget with food in the month of February. Even with that spendy dinner though, in January, February, and March, so Q1 of 2019, I was at 75% of my food and groceries and alcohol budget. I lump all of these things together. These are essentially things that you consume, and I would say overall I am doing very well. As I mentioned earlier in this video though, I did have a few kind of aha moments when I was looking at my spending at the end of March. These are things that I'd like to work on going forward, and they all have to do with, ironically enough, spending on groceries. I guess I'm such a hardcore shopper at heart that even though I have no urge to buy any new clothing or bags or makeup or this and that, all those categories that I used to splurge on in the past, my old habits still die hard, and I've been spending a lot of time online shopping for groceries and home goods. And by home goods, I just mean supplies like dishwashing soap or laundry detergents, silly stuff that I really shouldn't be spending that much time on. I get caught in the rabbit hole of putting things into my shopping cart to meet a minimum threshold for free shipping, and I tend to veer in a different direction, and I start looking for products that I might want to try that I could put in my cart. I do this with multiple websites, so the time that I spend online looking for things to buy, even though it's things like groceries, is just too much for my liking. So I'd like to reduce the amount of time I spend on this sort of thing going forward. I'm still gonna shop online, but I'm gonna try to keep a running list and stick to that list. That brings me to the second thing I want to work on, and I talked about this in my no-buy video. In fact, it's a goal for this year in terms of my no-buy, is to only buy absolute essentials and consider whether an item is a true staple. I haven't been doing this with groceries. As soon as something runs out, I go ahead and I repurchase it. For example, if I run out of basmati rice, I will go ahead and buy that. I have so many grains in my pantry, and I really want to start using them up before just automatically repurchasing what I believe is a staple item. So instead of basmati rice, I could instead use the lentils I have on hand. The final thing I want to work on is become more price aware. Over the years, I've really lost my price sensitivity to things like grocery and common household products like cleaning products. I know what a good price is for certain things, but other things I have no clue now. Going forward, I'd really like to develop more of an awareness for good prices and what places offer the best prices for which type of items. That is going to be it for today's video. I know it was very focused on groceries and household products, but I think the things that I'm working on can extend to other areas because I've certainly wasted time shopping online. I've stocked up on too many things, and I've lost price awareness in the other categories that we talked about earlier in this video. So clothing, shoes, handbags, makeup, etc. I think groceries and household products are just the latest installment in my shopping compulsion. So now that I'm not buying all these other extraneous things, and I'm still applying my shopping compulsions or my bad shopping habits to something as basic as groceries and household products. So I'm going to continue to work on it, but at least I'm not stocking up on a ton of things that are going to clutter up the home. These are things we actually will eventually use, but I just don't want to have a huge stash. The other thing that bothers me is when I have to throw out food because it's expired. Food waste just makes me feel horrible, so that is definitely something I want to curtail as I move forward. That is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know down below on how you're doing with your no-buy journey. I will be back very soon with another video. Until then, please take care and bye for now.